like this is guys want to come right out of the box with focus, game in hand, and not think about the next one. Get as many wins as you can on the road. It's so important.
It really is, and they want this one tonight, guys. I mean, I'm sure of that. When you're only on the road for a few games, you want to make sure you get something done out there and don't go home empty-handed.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Kevin Love out there with Hayward. Then there's Calderon. Then there's Allen. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Here's Calderon. Pass to Hayward. It's Allen on the wing. Shot clock at 5. From 17 feet out. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And how about last year? Dirk Nowitzki jumping to 7th all-time in scoring. I mean, passing the great Moses Malone for that spot, and he surely will keep climbing this season.
And it's McCollum in the corner. Nailed from three-point land.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. And stolen by Howard. Chicago on defense. It's a three-point game. Well, with Nowitzki passing Malone and the scoring, as Greg was just talking about, Clark, you know, this is a guy that obviously has Hall of Fame written all over.
No question about it. First ballot in my mind. And he's got a game that stands the test of time because it's not predicated on athleticism. It's all skill-based.
Last season was difficult for Dwight Howard, to say the least, across the board. Worse since, in fact, his rookie year.
Yeah, he just wasn't able to stay healthy. I mean, he looks dominant in spurts. Gets you thinking, okay, he's back, man. His body betrays him.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And talking about Howard, always a perennial double-doubles leader. Last year, through the injuries, he dropped down to 23 total double-doubles. But that was in only 41 games. So the average over an 82-game stretch would have put him in the top 5 once again. So clearly, he has a lot left when he's healthy.
Now the Bulls with it. Looking for their first basket of the game.
Getting back to Dwight Howard, I think he's at a crossroads physically. Had back and knee issues. It's highly unlikely he can be 100% for a full season. You just hope to have him happy and healthy for your most important games.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nowitzki. Just 3 to shoot. And here's Love from the arc. Mavericks have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Passes it to Green. Howard with a screen on Hayward. And Nowitzki has it in the corner. The shot. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Calderon for 3. And that one's good.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Green dishes to Nowitzki. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That one on Love.
And guys, you know, we've talked about it before, but it bears repeating. Dwight Howard may be the best overall rebounder in the last decade. 5 times out of the last 8 years, he's led the league in rebounding. That's almost impossible to do in the modern NBA.
Now, here's Calderon. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Yeah, but for a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, in the corner, it's Hayward. Over in the corner, Allen. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Dallas leading by 3. Here's McCallum. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Dallas again missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
He feeds it to McCallum. From 17 feet out. That one wide left. The Bulls have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Hayward can hit.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's McCallum. To the wing on the left. From 17 feet out. Now here's Hayward. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
They grab their own miss. Here's Howard.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the put.
And GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end.
The shot by Hayward, wide open. Hayward missing again. Looking at Dallas, they want to turn it around after the loss to Indiana. McCallum, the pass to Howard. And McCallum kicks to Nowitzki. Shot clock at 6. Here's Green. Puts the fadeaway right on the money.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway, take the shot that's available.
Now here's Calderon. Hayward outside. Out to the right wing. Gobert dishes to Love. And it's off the back rim, no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, saw his numbers decline, but that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin. And Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage was down, but still, he traded it all to be on a winning team. And I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point. Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Crawford comes in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Ray McCallum. Green passes to Nowitzki. Back to Green. Second shot opportunity. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Nowitzki. Green's got his second bucket of the night.
And, you know, for Love last season, we knew he'd be in a supporting role to LeBron. You put any player next to LeBron, and he automatically becomes some kind of role player.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
Scooped up. Howard misses. Bulls trail by 7. The feed now to Allen. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Muscle flex time on that jam.
He wanted these people to hear that one.
I tell you what, the force was with him on that one. And thinking back to Love and his numbers last year, we saw the same thing from Bosh when he played with LeBron. Love and Bosh had similar reductions in scoring, but both were still great players, and they both have the ability to adapt and impact the game in other ways. Whoa, quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Here's Harris after Dirk Nowitzki's bucket. Harris kicks to Love. Gobert with a screen for Love. A three-pointer off the mark.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, Clark, there's an intimidation factor, a physicality that they've brought that comes into play.
Now here's Crawford looking for his first basket still in this one. Dallas needs to get off a shot. No good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Harris dishes to Love. Hayward outside. It's a pick by Love. Doubled by Crawford. Back to Gobert. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Marvin Williams is checked in for the Bulls. Now here's Crawford. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And the wide open shot from Green. And he hits the jumper for 2. Green's got 6.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
1:49 left here in the first quarter. Lin against Harris. Nowitzki a screen. Lin the pass to Green. Harris on the double team. Dallas moving it around. And stolen by Hayward. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And Hayward gets it to go.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Here is Howard. After Gordon Hayward's bucket, just 4 to shoot. Green, no luck. Chicago trailing here. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
And it's Harris off the drive. Nobody near Williams. And that misses. That would have put him up. Dallas has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Lin kicks to Nowitzki. Back to Lin. The pass to Nowitzki. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Hayward. rips down the breakaway slam.
Rock hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all you need.
Crawford dishes to Nowitzki. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. Hayward from outside. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Bulls out front as they wrap up the first quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Dallas Mavericks dancers.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive guys on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up. Chicago leading. Jeremy Lin is out there with Crawford. Then it's Kaminsky. Then there's World Peace. And it's Dedmon in the 5 spot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. And it's Harris off the drive. McDermott passes to Verjao. And there's the 3-second violation. Dallas shooting 40% from the field. Lin kicks to Crawford. Here's the screen. World Peace dishes to Lin. Chicago grabs the miss. There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Kicks it to Ford. And a miss there on the triple. Always seems the Mavs are able to compete for a title, Clark, but their window might be closing with some of their stars aging, namely Dirk Nowitzki.
You're exactly right, Kevin, because Dirk is the centerpiece of that franchise, has been for over a decade. They made the Rondo trade last year trying for a big finals run, but eventually they'll start to have to build for the future.
Good. Kaminsky's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Mavs. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
And back to Crawford last season, he was down in field goal and three-point percentage. Plus, he battled with a calf injury that ultimately kept him out of 17, 18 games late in the year.
Yeah, Kevin, but his deep range spread the floor when he was out there. He still has that presence about him that you have to honor him. And he also hits some very timely shots. A dangerous assassin who always needs to be accounted for.
Mavericks dancers, give them a round of applause, fans.
Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against Denver. And Voigt kicks to McDermott. Harris outside. There's Foy with the 3. Crawford with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. Dishes to Lin. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. Bulls trail by 4. Harris kicks to Foy. Verjao with a screen on Crawford. Near the three-point line, it's Foy. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Lin kicks to Kaminsky. It's hauled in by Harris.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Crawford right side. Pass to Kaminsky. Crawford outside. Clock at 6. He kicks it to world peace. Here's Lynn. Kept alive. Here's Dedmon. Good D by Williams. Bulls have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. From deep. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
And guys, you know, last year Marvin Williams signed a big contract, and he did not follow that up with big production. In fact, he tied a career low in terms of his field goal percentage at only 42. And not exactly what the Hornets were expecting from their new stretch 4.
Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Harris. And the Bulls making a change here. Allen's checked in. The thing about Marvin Williams, you know, we know he doesn't create for others. He doesn't generate a lot of blocks or steals. But, you know, the one thing he does, he can hit the boards, he rebounds well, and he's got a pretty good shot from outside.
Yeah, and last season he didn't have any big numbers, but the ones that were at least respectable were in the areas you just mentioned, rebounding and three-point shooting, Kevin.
Chicago timeout call.
Chicago calls timeout.
And guys, Kirk Heinrich, a steady, reliable point guard, but not last season. Something went severely wrong with his shot to the point where he suffered career low shooting percentages from the field and from three-point.
Talking about Heinrich, the one thing you expect from him is consistency. But when he couldn't provide it last year, the team turned to a different backup point guard.
Exactly right, Kevin. Heinrich couldn't have felt good about becoming a third stringer, averaging the fewest minutes per game of his career last season.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Jeff Green is checked in for Meta World Peace. John Jenkins comes in for Jamal Crawford. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Jeremy Lin. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Mavs.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnover.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Here's Love. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Collins has it to Jenkins. Some nice passing here by Dallas. There's the pick. McCollum kicks to Kaminsky. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Love dishes to McDermott. Green again, Love. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
And Jenkins kicks to McCollum. He dishes it to Dedmon. And here's McCollum for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Heinrich with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Love right side. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And the Bulls lead by 2.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
And the Mavericks call time here. Guys, just watching Kevin Love, he brings so much to the table. But if you had to pick one thing, Clark, it might be the rebound.
I agree with you. I mean, he's not super athletic, doesn't blow you out of the water with his athleticism, but a few seasons back, this guy averaged 15 rebounds a game.
some changes here for the Mavericks. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Nowitzki comes in for Kaminsky. And it's McCallum in for Jenkins. Chicago also making some changes. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Doug McDermott. And Devin Harris is subbed in for Jose Calderon. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And guys, you look at what makes Love such a prolific rebounder. Great anticipation. I mean, he has the broad shoulders to create space in the paint, the strong anchor to hold his position. It's no wonder he's been a dominating force on the glass at every level since high school.
The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
A three from McCollum. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. 6 points for C.J. McCollum.
You know, regarding Kevin Love, he had a number of difficult transitions to make last season. Most of all, perhaps on the offensive glass. He averaged less than 2 a game after averaging 3 or more a game every other season.
Bulls have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Tony Allen's checked in for Chicago. Looking at Dallas, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Pacers in Indiana. Green, the pass to Nowitzki. Outside, Green. Nowitzki sets a screen for Green. And here's McCollum for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Allen dishes to Gobert. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. McCollum kicks to Howard. Feeds it to Nowitzki. Dallas moving it around. It's tipped. There's Green, plenty of space. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Nowitzki. And that's now 10 points for Jeff Green. And guys, Jeff Green, by every measure of athleticism and skill, should have become one of the game's better small forwards, but inconsistency has plagued him throughout his career.
And Kevin, I always go back to something my college coach told me. The mental to the physical is 4-to-1 in this game. And so through those 7 full seasons, he's teased everyone with that talent. And then it does suddenly disappear. And there's no other way to describe it other than the fact that it is mental. He hasn't been able to sustain it in terms of the consistency, and that's why he hasn't fulfilled his potential.
Chicago calls timeout.
You know, with Jeff Green, the one thing you can say about him is he's been durable, especially since he'd had the unforeseen heart issue in 2011 for which he needed season-ending surgery. Since then, over the past 3 full seasons, he's played in 81, 82, and 78 games.
Hayward's got space, and the Bulls with another miss.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
All sorts of time, and that one's good. McCallum's got his first 2 points of the night.
And talking about Jeff Green, I'm rooting for him. I mean, I'm rooting for him to finally put it all together, to gain and maintain the confidence, and really to fulfill the vast potential we all know that he had.
Now the dish to McCollum. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Kevin Love. And the Mavericks with possession. They're on an 11-3 run. And McCollum with the slam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander. It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it, I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
Bulls trail by 8. Hayward goes in. That's good. Hayward's got 6.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
The Mavericks have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And so he hits the technical free throw.
You know, in Dirk Nowitzki, you start to wonder if he's the best foreign-born player ever. Of course, you have a lot of competition for that distinction. I mean, you got Hakeem, Nash, Parker, just to name a few.
And McCallum kicks to Green. 17-foot shot on the way. McCallum misses.
From the start, seemed like they were out of sync. They waited too long to get into their action.
That's a great point. You know, you don't want to be scrambling against the shot clock. That's why it's so important that you have quality possessions.
Back to the topic, and Nowitzki is the greatest foreign-born player ever. I think Hakeem Olajuwon. Clark is really his only challenger.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and I'd keep Hakeem at the top of that list just because of his presence and impact at both ends of the floor. But Dirk, clearly one of the all-time greats in NBA history.
They get it back.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it, are you kidding me?
Allen passes to Love. Misses the 3. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And the Mavericks call time here.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Jenkins, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Here's McCollum. 11 points in the game. On the wing, Green. Nowitzki sets a screen for Green to the left side wing. And there's the call on Howard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Back to Harris. He gets it up. And that's not going to go. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. The Mavericks on top, up by 6. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Look at what Love has done so far. He has 12 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
All right, Mavs
Bulls trail by 6. Tipping off the second half. Here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. We got Hayward. Gobert is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Harris. And it's Allen in at the 2 spot. Love with the screen on Green. Harris missing again.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Nowitzki with the screen on Hayward. 6 on the shot clock. McCallum dishes to Howard. And he jams it with authority.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
Love outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. Nowitzki's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. High post try. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Well played right there. I mean, there's no question who has the momentum.
Greg, the league appears to be heading north, if you will.
Gobert the screen. Here's Hayward. The rebound by Jeff Green.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
And McCallum kicks to McCollum. Screen by Howard. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Green, the pass to Nowitzki. Fade away. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure. You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And it's Harris off the drive.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back into this game.
Can't connect there, but still a red-hot start to the half, hitting 4 of their first 5 field goal attempts.
Hayward dishes to Allen. Looking to end the drought. He takes it up and lays it in. Allen's got 11 points.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
McCollum kicks to Green. Pass to McCallum. To the wing on the left. Nowitzki a screen. 5 on the clock. The 3 from McCollum. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Allen's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Well, when you think about perimeter defense, to me, Clark, it's Tony Allen. He is the poster boy for that. He'll go out of his way to remind you he's a first-team all-defensive player as well. He can back up everything he says.
Yeah, and nobody works harder. I mean, he gets up into you. Even on the ball, he can come up with steals.
In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And it's Harris off the drive. Green with the block. Hayward can hit.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And here's McCollum for three. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got 3 assists now in this one. Chicago calls timeout.
You know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. A good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.